don't think anyone's going to be watching this.
I just tweeted, so maybe someone probably will. Alright. Now we're going. We are live. I started a few hands in, guys. Sorry. Forgot about you there for a moment. We're back with the final 200 hands.
It has been a long journey.
Journey is the correct word.
It's all worth it.
Check call to turn. Setting the trap on the river. He overbets. I call.
Have you lost a stack yet?
No, I caught him bluffing though.
Hey, better.
Good, good. I came to see the last. Good.
All right. We are in action over here. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. This is very early for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with Vegas time especially.
This is quite early.
Like hey. Yeah. Hey, how are you doing?
I do. Good to see you. Excited?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the last 100 hands, you must know what's happening.
Yeah. You never know.
What? You never know. You never know. You never know. Yeah. It's pretty cool for the podcast.
All right. Check it down.
See how things play out.
Were you accounting at all for the payoffs in your play? Final day?
Yeah, I was fairly seriously accounting for that actually. Gaining and losing chips have not nearly the same value. So I think I calculated yesterday that like winning 100K won me like 3,000, but losing 100 lost me like 4. So like if it's neutral chip EV, if I face it overall and it's actually negative USD.
So it's sort of similar to like
Tournaments.
tournament type situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I had seen the payoffs, but I hadn't thought too much about like what the implications would be for like strategy.
It changes it.
But for Jason, it's pretty different.
Yeah, Jason should clearly just be going all in a ton in a lot of spots because he gets paid 10 whether he gets negative 58 or he gets positive 58. But I feel like he's almost worked too hard. I think he's really trying to get to even, but I don't know. If I was him, I'd be really getting in there.
Oh shit, I'm punting.
You're punting?
My stack is going in on the ball.
Get stacked. Oh. Oh, come on.
Get through.
You're not going to play extra conservative.
Yeah, I haven't really looked at it. Okay, so I looked at the still bit more. I'm not sure what the downside is.
Well, John said for himself, so I get himself, yeah. Basically, if you want to so, for himself, he can put it in his best. I don't know, for you it might be different ways.
Yeah.
I don't know, I mentioned you guys should look at the numbers.
Here,
You get that, you need
not to use morning.
so we'll be doing that, but I don't know what the better number is. There is a better number.
Yeah, I was actually standing there. Yeah, I know. I know.
But anyway, it was very Hey, are you? Pretty good. Pretty good.
I guess it's 200 hands. It doesn't really matter, but it does seem like it's taking a long time today.
Yeah. I finally found for now.
You're comparing it to $80 million. I'm going to try that.
Oh, the offsuit 5.
Anybody can say, a lot of money. You can do like a money. But I mean, but it helps.
So you don't say it's
say, you know, it doesn't actually like $60 million against returns.
Up 12K. How are you?
You don't need no. Yeah.
and I go over it up to 3,000, and I hit what? The average would be 3,100. Okay, good. Good. Well, that's good because I think the numbers are 2,000. Good idea. I also have a lot over 800. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, okay, so probably
One for the road.
Over there.
Got a spot.
Right. Yeah, I do like fun right now.
I haven't done very twice. I do like to get it.
What do I got? It's one of those, huh? It's one of those. Oh. Check, over, bet, call, standard, turn the nuts, standard, check, bet, 2x pot, call. I mean, discipline, man. It's all about the discipline. damn it. You're still in the tank on that one?
It's gonna be the last time I can do this again. Oh,
How are you? Good. How are you? You're in the right place.
You just want to enjoy your last time?
Yeah, last for
Not right now. I think the main thing is changes you made.
one more thing. I want to use the without that.
And usually, I think
Now I want to call him.
I'm going to change this number and take the usual down. I think we'll be okay.
What time are you going to out?
Set it up.
Okay. Great. You like it? That's what the message is.
Yeah, I think.
So, the last. The last.
Check. Nice.
Yeah.
She doesn't really make much sense for me to play.
Yeah, well, I think once you get up to them up there, checks, things like that, transition back to
Huh. A friendly three of a kind.
points.
Three of a kind.
Things I gotta do.
Yeah.
Then I'll say, that's three.
Yeah, I know.
I don't mind if it's fair to say.
Hey guys. Hey, how are you?
Good.
Happy last day.
Yeah, fire and fight is really good. Yeah, who's that guy?
Well, I mean, it's like 8%. And we all gonna go we were number one on the world.
Great.
Up 24.
Like, I don't even know, like tomorrow morning, should be or 9:30. Well, but I don't even know what channel they should be on. So it's like April to way of what happened there. And when I looked at the channel guide, there's some sort of 2-hour block there. Started, it went from like 20 hours. Okay.
How you doing? You folded that hand?
I lost his back.
Oh, I see.
I want one back.
You want a stack back?
And I try to be smart about it. Like instead of saying separate banks, blah blah blah, which is totally it. Yeah. I try to treat it into a sentence where there's some content. Taking PGA during that. Oh well, look at everybody else here. Yeah, I think the team is tired. At least Doug is pretty tired of playing so much poker, right?
I'm out.
How many you got?
28.
Bjorn is just getting started though, right?
Yeah.
I'm almost there. I'm on the home stretch.
Oh, and you're ahead again.
27 hands.
Do you want to do another 2 weeks right now?
Someone said, Doug, how much would someone have to pay you to do that today? Everyone else goes home. Doug, only you stay here and you play 2 more weeks.
In that closed room upstairs.
Yeah, there you go. Almost.
And if anything radical
All right. Aw.
I'm breaking even with you. Are you twitching?
Yes, I am. For the last 9 hands here.
I'll join you for the last 9 hands.
All right.
Yeah.
They're going quick.
Oh, slow down. Slow down.
Once I finish, we can talk. It's fine. All right, this could be my last 3-bet of the entire match. Ace 9 suited. All right, let's try and get a little bit of value for the road. A couple more chips to leave with. I'm gonna get jammed on here.
I think you might.
You really might. I would fold. He jams, I will fold. Oh, see that thin value?
Yeah.
He had the next best hand.
Yeah.
Got him. Got him.
That must have felt good.
There we go.
I think Claudico just gave you something for the road to feel good.
Oh, he's like, let's get him back next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Throw him a bone here at the end. Oh man, I want to bluff here now.
Final all-in right here.
I don't think I can go all in, but I might put in a bluff.
The good news is that he doesn't even know what a bluff is, so.
There we go. So, but you know, so either way, he won't care.
He won't care.
He won't be too. All right, we'll put in the bluff raise. Yeah,
There,
got the bluff through.
There.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, pocket threes. All right, this is it. This is the final. Oh, it's going to be a fold. Oh,
no.
We're done. All right, nice.
All right, good job.
Good game, guys. Good game.
Good game.
All right. That's it for today.
That's it.
That's the final hands.
First human to finish. Doug Polk.
All right. There will be some press later today. I'm sure you can find somewhere to tune in.
Can we sit with you a little bit?
You want to sit? You want to do a little chatting?
Yeah, let's chat a little bit.
All right,
over
let's
the
chat.
screen.
Okay.
So how does it feel?
It feels good. I'm very happy to be done. It got pretty intense the last few days, but tried to rally together, put together a couple wins down the stretch, so I at least had some profits, and yeah, I feel pretty good.
Good.
Feel good.
So we were just talking. Do you want to do another 2 weeks right now?
Right now, let's go. What's the seed number? JK.
All right. So how do you feel about Claudico at this point?
Well, I think that now that it's officially over, my opinion has still been somewhat consistent. I think it does some things well, it does some things badly. And it definitely got better over the course of the latter half of the match. But then there are some things that it's pretty consistently done fairly badly that need to also be changed.
Okay.
So I think there's really a mixed bag of things to say. What you definitely can say is that it's a pretty tough opponent and that it'll put you in some spots. That's for sure.
All right. And did the different humans figure out different holes in Claudico, or did you kind of figure out the same things and when you talked about it?
Well, it's hard for me to say exactly what each human did because I'm only one human. So there's definitely things that I picked up on that I'm not sure if maybe some of the other guys did. I think earlier on it was more of a team sport, and then in the latter half it became more of an individual competition to see how much you could win. So I don't know if even all of the humans are really on the same page as far as the strategies go. I know I personally did some studying on just kind of like the trends on what it was doing pre-flop and post-flop and seeing what kind of hands it did stuff with. But there were a lot of different strategies that were being employed with like different sizes and different frequencies across the entire human team, and probably even some more outlier strategies like what Bjorn was doing was probably quite a bit different than what everyone else was. So I guess like for me maybe some slight differences, but you probably have to ask everyone individually.
So what was Bjorn doing differently?
Bjorn was doing some more aggressive, playing a more aggressive style overall, I would say. A lot more re-raising, a lot more re-raising, and maybe a little bit more raising. Would you say, Bjorn? Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Okay. And what was your style against Claudico?
I tried to really hammer home in the spots that I thought were going well. I had a few spots where I was raising almost all of my hands, and then I was also doing lots of min leading, especially earlier on, because that was a lot better of a strategy, I think, at the start. So those things I was doing basically every hand, and then I was playing a little bit more reasonable in a lot of the other spots, as far as like my 3-bets were, you know, some value, some bluffs. Kept it kind of, tried to like mix it up. But I still mainly did calling pre, and I didn't really mess around with too many open sizes or too many 3-bet sizes. I kind of kept it pretty consistent, and I used sort of the same size, which you wouldn't have to actually do versus Claudico. I know for a fact Bjorn does not do that. But you don't have to be as worried about the hands that you're deciding to put into each range. You can really kind of just go with what you feel like is the best for individual hands. And I think maybe I could have tried to do more with that, but at the end of the day, that's not something that I'm very familiar with, and I decided not to do that.
Okay, so you mean Bjorn was actually in a given spot varying his bet size?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think some of the other guys might be doing that too. Like, I know Dong, and I'm not sure about Jason, but I know Dong was doing some of that as well.
Yeah.
So I think that there was a lot of different styles that you could use effectively, and that different people found kind of various things when they looked at the hands, and they came up with like solutions. So there probably is a variety of strategies in play that could be effective.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
Let me think about this. I feel like when we have these interviews, it's just so much of the same stuff, you know? Let's see, questions for you. Probably a little bit later.
In all reality, maybe the viewers right now haven't seen the whole 2 weeks end to end, so they may have missed a few minutes here and there. So it's okay to be a little bit repetitive.
I think anyone that logs into my stream for the final 200 hands at 9 a.m. in the morning has probably seen a lot of the footage. But I'm trying to think about what my questions would be for you. How do you feel that Claudico did in the hands it played? Do you feel like it kind of executed its strategy correctly? And what do you think are the key facts next time for Claudico to be able to be stronger?
Yeah, that's a good question. We certainly saw a lot of plays. Most of the plays we liked. We really liked how it played, and we do think it got better during the match. There were certainly, I want to say, like 5 really big all-in mistakes that really give me headache.
Yeah.
And we know why those happen now. It's really the algorithms are good, but in the sense that, you know, if we had infinite computation, those very same algorithms would find the optimal strategy for this game. But it's more of a trade-off between computing time and solution quality. You can't run this until the end of the universe.
Yeah.
And then you have to make some trade-offs between, you know that something is not going to be playing perfectly, but it's going to be computationally tractable. It's not going to tank more than average 20 seconds over the river, say, rather than 2 years. So,
yeah.
And supercomputing, okay, it takes 4 months instead of the life of the universe. So
yeah.
you have to make some trade-offs, and that definitely opens up some holes. So we'll have to look at those trade-offs over again. And this was great to learn about that, because the humans try to exploit every hole, while when we play in the annual computer poker competition, all of the best bots are game theory bots that don't really try to exploit you, so you don't really get hammered on the holes there. You can have some holes and won't even notice, and nobody else will notice either, but you guys notice, and very quickly.
Yeah.
So we learned a lot about how to strike that computational trade-off between solution quality and compute time.
Yeah, when you play humans, you kind of know you're going to get that.
Yeah.
That was for sure going to happen. And in a lot of human matches, a lot of times players are quite close, and then a few key pots end up being the deciding factor, you know. And I think in this instance, there's enough of a lead where I wouldn't attribute the win to just like those 5 mistakes or so, because there still is quite a lead even outside of those hands.
Yeah.
But when you look at like, you know, 100,000 chips, or we'll call it 60,000 or 70,000 chips worth of like very serious mistakes,
Yeah.
that's a lot of win rate, you know.
Yeah.
So it's hard to really get the momentum going in your direction and start to pick up wins when you occasionally lose a stack for free or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And like it's all to like a varying degree. Like there's some things that you know, when we're looking at like the big decisions that I guess a lot of people would view as mistakes, there are some that are clearly mistakes. Like I had a hand 2 days ago where I got into like a raising war with 9s, and I went all in for about 9.8k more, and it folded ace-4 suited. And if you look at what ace-4 suited has in just equity against my range, it's just a call. Like, unless I have
on that one, I'm not sure that's a mistake. It could be that the mistake was yours to your mistake shoving with the 9s. It could be that you actually lost EV there.
Sure, but the thing is, if you have invested that much into the pot, if you look at ace-4 suited's equity against
Or you mean against anything?
Yes.
Yes, I see. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, that thing is something that actually is in the algorithm. When you compute Nash equilibrium, it just makes sure that overall the strategy is a winning strategy or non-losing strategy.
Right.
And if you get to a point where the other guy has made a bunch of mistakes, it doesn't play optimally from there. It just has to. So it could be that your 9-9 shove was the mistake, and after that, it doesn't have to play it optimally from there.
Right, but if ace-4 suited is up against like queens, kings, aces, and ace-king, it still has enough to call in.
Well, I understand what you're saying, and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. So that would be called the sub-game perfect Nash equilibrium, or in this case, perfect Bayesian equilibrium, where you actually play perfectly at every point in the game. Nash equilibrium only requires that you play overall perfectly starting from the beginning. So if the other guy has made a mistake, you can fold some hands as long as you would then call the 9s with better hands enough.
Right, but I mean, my hand doesn't really matter. Like, let's just say I'm playing like a strong range.
Right.
Like, let's just say that getting queens plus ace-king can never be a mistake. In that situation, those will all be profitable. So if you take ace-4 suited and you put it up against a range of queens plus, and maybe 9s is too aggressive. That, I mean, it's debatable. I mean, if I'm getting folds, it's probably not that bad. But anyway, let's just say that my range is queens plus ace-king, and you run that in just like an equity program against ace-4 suited. Ace-4 suited is going to have more than like the 24% equity it needs to call.
Yeah, I understand that, and that's true.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that Nash equilibrium doesn't require you to play optimally at that point, because you've already given up so much equity with the 9-9 shove that it doesn't have to call with everything perfectly, as long as it calls with enough that proves that the 9-9 is a mistake.
Okay, I see. But it still could be better. Like
It still could be better. I mean,
yeah.
in that case, the perfect Bayesian equilibrium would have been much better than Nash, but the algorithms don't find it. So we see a lot of situations where, you know, it makes dumb mistakes, but it basically justifies it to itself in the algorithm by saying, okay, the other guy already gave up so much that I can be stupid here as long as I'm not too stupid.
Yeah, I
So
understand.
if we could computationally compute a perfect Bayesian equilibrium instead of Nash equilibrium, hey, that would be much better. But it's just nobody knows how to compute it right now.
Okay, well, you have something to look forward to then.
Yes. Oh, if we could crack that, that
Yeah.
would be huge. But I'm not optimistic. I'm not that ambitious. I'm ambitious, but not that ambitious.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's a few other like general post-flop spots that, like the queen high one with Bjorn. And then,
yeah, that was awful.
Yeah, that one was bad. And then there was a few other ones that I think are on a varying scale of bad. But like, for example, I don't think that a lot of like the all-ins were bad. The all-ins were probably fine. I mean, as long as they're balanced correctly. And when I went through afterwards, it seemed like they were in roughly the correct ratio in most spots. there's a few spots we thought it might have been a little closer, or maybe it bluffed too much, but it was always like in the ballpark. So I think like most of those were like pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's just some of those calls were just
I think that
really ambitious.
On those calls, we probably lost about 200K on bad river mistakes.
Yeah.
But we still have probably about 500K of stuff where we don't know where the mistakes are yet.
Yeah.
So we have our work cut out in analysis still.
Yeah, definitely. And there's lots of different things that I think, you know, lots of small things. And it's hard because you don't want to try and tackle like all the issues at once. You want to try and pick out like the major like principles that are where the mistakes are happening and try and fix those and then worry about the smaller ones after. Because like in the grand scheme of things, like how much it folded to like turn c-bet, you know, it's like a turn bet, and like one board is like so small compared to what you're really looking at with everything. So
and I agree with that. And oftentimes, well, we don't go in and actually fix a strategy manually. We actually go back and say, what are the principles, what caused that mistake, and once you fix the algorithms, and again, the algorithms are right in the sense that if we had infinite computing, they'd find the right answer. But when you look at the trade-off between compute time and solution quality, and you see some big mistake, you start to shift that trade-off, saying, okay, well, here we're going to invest some more computing on that thing, and something like a little less on something else then. Once you fix those, actually a lot of the mistakes get fixed at the same time. So you're right, starting from the big ones, and the small ones will probably get automatically fixed along the way.
That's usually what we do as people too.
Yeah.
We try and fix the overall ideas, and then you can kind of look at an individual hand and sort of take away different things from that.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, Cloudicaux has a lot to learn, kind of like we all have a lot to learn about poker, but I have no doubt that in the future it'll be stronger, and next time it will be a lot closer.
Yeah. We already know a lot of things that we want to change.
Yeah.
I just wish we had a bigger team.
Yeah,
So if we had 10 more AI algorithms, guys working for me as PhD students, we could make a lot more progress per time unit.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing how good Cloudicaux is for how few people you guys have.
Yeah, I tend to say that it's not the quantity, it's the quality of the people.
Yeah.
But at some point you need a little bit of both.
Yeah. You need quantity and quality if you're going to take on the best people, you know. Yeah. But you know what? It's been. I got pretty tilted towards the end there. The last few days have been rough for me, but this was still fun. You know, this was a fun experience. I'm glad I came. I'm happy that I had at least a fairly good result myself, and you know, it kind of opened my eyes up to some new things that maybe I could learn as well.
Yeah. Yeah, for me it's been tremendous fun. You know, I wouldn't mind being here another 2 weeks if I could afford the time.
Oh God!
But
where's the exit? I'm gonna make a break for it.
But yeah, so it's been great fun, and I personally learned a lot about poker watching you guys, and it's fun to see how Cloudicaux has gotten better and the humans have gotten better at playing Cloudicaux during this match. Yeah, definitely been great fun. And also for the science perspective, you know, in artificial intelligence, it's almost always a trade-off between compute time and solution quality in one way or another.
Yeah.
That if you had infinite computing, you could do everything perfectly and have perfect intelligence and all that, but you can't.
Yeah.
So it's always that trade-off, and how do you strike that trade-off in all detail? And that's really the battle, and we've learned a lot towards striking that trade-off here.
I mean, poker is similar for people. Hands only last so long. You only have so much time to think, and then afterwards, I only have so much time to study, and I only have so much, you know.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different, but you know, this hardware might not work as fast, but it's still working.
Yeah, and you're smart about what you think about, and the same thing has to be done with the computers, both for the supercomputing that happens before and during the match, as well as the real-time computing. You have to really think about, okay, you can't afford to do the perfect reasoning because of the time limits. Be they a few months or be it 20 seconds in real time. And that's really the essence of artificial intelligence. How do you get something that's really good without taking the life of the universe to think?
Yeah, and actually we've kind of talked about this earlier at a few different points, but for humans, you know, the strategies that we make oftentimes we know are suboptimal, but the difficulty in splitting up hands becomes so complex that rather than having an unbalanced strategy consisting of certain hands and trying to map that out in a very complex way, it's better to maybe have simple solutions that you can balance and then be at least, you know, well-rounded in your approach.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to be a little bit realistic.
Yeah. The good thing about Cloudico and competing in general, you don't have to be realistic with the human constraints.
That's
so
true.
You can try a bunch of different stuff and maybe some of it will actually perform better than the humans.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So what's next for you?
Well, I'm gonna wrap this up today, do some media stuff. Then I'm on to Mexico to play a little online poker. Probably spend a little more time not playing poker too, but yeah, there's a big tournament series coming up online, and it's been some higher stakes games running, so hopefully I can get in there.
Do you get to play heads up?
We'll see. I hope so. I hope.
It's the best game. It is the best game.
I agree. Well, I'm going to be playing heads up something, but the question is, will it be no limit? I guess that's. Yeah, like heads up no limit. It really is a great game, and honestly, I think just the fact that at any point you could wager any amount is really great. Yeah. It makes the game very pure to me.
And it's like life. You can sometimes you can go all in and you have to go all in, right?
Yeah. But in life you don't want to go all in too much for small pots.
That's good.
That's a little too aggressive.
That's good. Maybe in poker too.
Yeah, you definitely want to pick your spots well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then the summer starts up. Lots of World Series of Poker events. Gonna try and win another bracelet.
Are you gonna do the $10,000 buy-in heads up no limit event?
Of course, every year.
Great.
Am I gonna see you there?
If I were a betting man, I'd bet on you.
Oh, well, there you go.
Given that Cloudico's successor can't play.
Right, of course. Maybe you can just agree to put a computer on the table, you know?
Yeah,
You look over, it's like there's 127 people and then one computer. You need to get an arm so I can like move that.
I would seriously like to have Cloudico's successor at some point play that event or the NBC heads up.
I think that one's discontinued, right?
Yeah, they discontinued it and then started it again, and it may be discontinued again. But it's also so low stacks that it's more of a coin flip thing.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I've never been invited to that.
You've never played that?
They never invited me. It's invite only.
Oh my God! The best heads up no limit player, and you didn't go.
Apparently, I'm not as famous as Jennifer Tilly.
Okay.
You get what you're given.
You need to do some movies first.
Maybe a few. That would definitely help me out.
They've had a bunch of movie stars in there.
Yeah, they've had. It's not really about fighting good players. It's about fighting notable people.
Yeah.
So it's. I mean, I think if they had another one now, I think I would be invited. But I think given my at the time they were running them, given that I really was only known online, I don't really think I was the kind of person they were looking to try and invite. So hopefully, if it does start again, that's something that I could do. But
I'll say the same thing. Hopefully, if it does start again, our program gets invited also.
Right, that seems likely.
Yeah, it seems only fair to invite the best players.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there you go. But yeah, the World Series of Poker heads-up event's great. It's always so much fun.
Yeah, I'd love to do that someday, but before I'm ready without the computer, it might never happen. Probably not.
Yeah, it's.
But if they allowed Cloudico's successor to participate, we're in.
Good luck. Good luck. That will be a tough sell, I think. There's going to be a condition. Only people, no robots allowed.
I hope not.
I'm not sure. Time will tell.
Time will tell, yeah.
So yeah, that's really it. Just Vegas, get back in like more of a healthy workout routine, a little less hours at the tables, and...
So at least you'll be well warmed up for Mexico.
Well warmed up, ready for a break. Definitely well warmed up for some poker, I guess, but yeah, that's pretty much the plan.
Okay, great. Well, congratulations, awesome job.
Thank you.
And thanks for putting together the human team.
No problem.
These guys are absolutely fantastic. I'm just really impressed by these guys' quality of play. and ability to adapt to all of the tricks that Cloudical has put up in the first place, and then change its strategy along the way, and you guys are adapting to it. So very much fun, and I'm really impressed by the guys.
Yep, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
It's been great.
Great.
All right,
Thank you.
peace guys.